Hey Flexies, what I want to go over today is two new cases, and what I'm going to be talking about is iron status, and ferritin. So treating thousands and thousands of Flexies, I'm finding some correlations, and one of the biggest ones, which is way underlooked, is a ferritin level and an iron level. Now I have some YouTube videos on this topic very specifically, but I just wanted to show you a couple new labs that just came in. These are two separate people, and if you have too much iron in your body, you literally rust from the inside out. So you can have tendon pain, muscle pain, brain fog. Just imagine putting your bike outside and letting it sit there in the rain forever and ever and ever. It's going to start to rust and decay. Now, when this is happening in your body is under a lot of oxidative stress, massive amounts of oxidative stress. Your glutathione reservoirs are getting used up, and then you have all these pains. So let's dig into this and go over this lab. So here's a lab right here. So this is a ferritin. This is on a male. You can see here it's 482. You see lab range is super, super high. The sweet spot here is between 40 and 80. Okay, so if you just look at this lab right here at 40, this person's at 482. He's basically 10 times over the functional limit. So when we talk about you getting better and the Floxy community getting better, what really needs to be applied is a polytherapy approach. There's not one magic bullet out there. There's not one solution to every problem. So when it comes to you recovering, you got to do a polytherapy approach, which means many. You have to do the correct lab testing. So you got to fluoro out your fishing net. I consider the labs a fishing net. You reel at it, and then you see what you have. And then from there, you start figuring out what's going on. So high ferritin, massively high. Now here's another fellow that came in. These are a little bit different labs. So when it comes to iron status, there's many, many different ways that you can check different iron status. One is ferritin, and the other one is through basically what we call iron saturation. But you see this here, this is an alert, big time red, okay? So this is red, means this is very, very bad. Now you can see this 92%, this is a percent saturation. Normal is between 15 and 45. So what does that mean? So let's say this right here is the red blood cell. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it. Let's say this right here is, I'm going to change this to red. This is your red blood cell right here. This is the whole red blood cell. Now, what this looks like, when it becomes percent saturation, 15 to 55% is normal. So let me just go over that. 15 to 55% of 100% saturation of the red blood cell is normal. Okay, so what does this mean? So when we look at normal, so let's say this would be, let's just say this is 15% right here, right? This is 15%. Then we look at 55. So 55 would be a little bit more than half. This is saying this right here is the maximum amount of iron. This is iron saturation, right? Iron saturation, we don't want this to be any more than just, let's call it even at 50%. Now, where is this person here? This person is way here. Like he's at 92%. So all this in here is, guess what? All complete iron, right? So this is bad. Now you can also see here, he has some other markers here. And the way this kind of looks, this UIBC right here, this marker, you see this is low. This does, some of these markers, when you have too much iron, go up, and some of these markers go down. Just the way the lab is set up, and it's testing different things. So anyway, this is another case right here. So these are two separate cases. Now I want to let you know, these are two separate cases that came in the same week. Like I did these labs, and they came back, and we found very similar problems. So I feel like I have enough clinical experience to say, like, there is a lot of common threads. One being too much iron, too much ferritin, causing oxidative stress. Your body cannot handle itself. And there's also, in my opinion, a lot of times undiagnosed mold exposure, which is in some other videos. So what I wanted to do real quick is this right here is my YouTube station. I just want you to see some videos on iron if you're interested in more topics. So if you just basically, let me just go to YouTube here. If you just basically search Doc Hugh, you're going to see my station. You can click my station right there. And this is going to pull up the video. So here I just did a pre and post lab markers on ferritin. These are some other cases besides the one that you've seen right here. And then And then there's another one here. Let me go to all videos. I have lots and lots of videos. And then right here, this one right here, Fluoroquinolone, Full Recovery, Iron Overload. This is another in-depth, another in-depth video that I do. But anyway, I just wanted to be really quick on this, as quick as possible, just to show you that there's zinc, ferritin, and it is a very common theme. So take care, and where there's help, there's hope. Bye-bye.